The Ogbonge show where people they talk true. Come here waiting guys there, yeah, no. They say no finance, no romance. My brother and my sister, waiting you think. Okay. Hi.
Hello.
Hello, and welcome back to Common Sense for Relationships.
Thank you.
Debbie.
It's her show, but I'm the one talking today. Yes, she's Anietie. I'm Kingsley. Welcome to Common Sense for Relationship.
Yes, so.
So in case this is your first time, it's our show. Don't worry. But today I'm in the driver's seat because my temper is boiling.
What's making it boil?
Don't worry, you'll find out.
Wait. But see first, Debbie is laughing. Debbie, please, why are you laughing?
I don't know. I don't know why Debbie is laughing. Anyway, my point is that you see in today's show, if you have not subscribed, this is the time to subscribe. If you have not shared, this is the time to share. And if you have not, what else can they do? Because it's subscribe and share, SS like, and S. Like. If you have not like. If you have not comment. They don't start with S. But we still need you to do all of them. And it's a good time to just invite your friends, invite your enemies, like I like to say, and then bring them up on the show. It's time to hit the road. Yes.
Let's get this show on the road and so on. Oh yes. So last week we ended as in we had to just cut it like stop right there. You know, press pause and let the show end because it was time to end. And we said, okay, we're going to pick it up this week. And yes, more people confirmed that they want this part 2 to happen. So we are right back to Love and Money. And this
episode
time,
2.
Yes, episode 2. And this time around, we are what's our footnote?
Our footnote is what is it? How much
money
is enough?
In
fact.
Yes, because it was
because they said that that's why the thing was provoking me. They said that love cannot survive without money. Yes. So now my question is, how much money does your own love need to survive? And I don't want anybody to come and tell me enough money. What does that mean in English?
You should define it. Right?
They should define enough, because the money that they are talking about is countable. If you did is it grammar? You people that went to school, and not those of you that that went to night school. So for those of us that went to night school, if you are evening school, but you are an Igbo man, you know that the money you can count it. So there's nothing like some money. No, there's 1,000 naira or 150,000 naira. It's countable. So how much money is enough?
The way you're saying this thing, it's as if the temper is
no
the blood
on behalf of the guys.
On behalf of the
yes,
guys.
On behalf of the guys. And in this matter, we have to, because the ladies they've blasted my ears all week, telling me that, oh, guys know the show, guys know they represent. So I want to know, please, Oya, over to you. Now you guys show me, I just follow come.
Wait, so first of all, you know, last week was like everybody was heading in the direction of you need money. But you know, we actually put up a question, a poll on IG.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And when we put it up last week, right? So it's been up for about 7 or 8 days now. When we put it up the first day, we're getting more people saying, no, it cannot, no, it cannot, no, it cannot. And well, we just let it run. And today, as in like 2 hours ago or 1 hour ago, we just went to check that. Guess what?
Baby,
what?
I'm sweating. You know, I ran to come and join this your set.
Yes, you ran.
So, in running to come and join this set, please, you people know that there are some people. Please, you people should give me towel. Let me clean face. Please. You people online people, don't be offended. Please. I ran to come and join you. She's the one that has show, so I ran to come and join you. Please, people, give me towel.
Yes.
Thank you.
So while they're bringing the towel, the towel.
Okay, face towel or handkerchief.
It's towel.
Towel.
It's not tile. It's towel. Okay. While they're bringing the face towel, you know. Okay. Please, can we look at that? The result of the poll.
The poll.
Yes, the result of the poll. So this is where we are. This is 8 days or 7 days in, and it is 50-50.
50-50.
I mean, it's amazing. Sometimes you just wonder what's going on here. You know, it was like all over the place, but I guess as we're getting more people, the numbers are changing, and right now it's at 50-50. So 50% of those who have made or shared their position say that your love can survive without money.
I like that 50%.
Yes, and
they give guys like us hope. You know, when we started, we were not always like this. We didn't always have container or IC. You understand? And that time is like a cup that we have on the sea.
Cup.
And Bobby, I want to use this. I want to take this point to just thank all our Facebook users. Last week we had some technical things. We couldn't get our Facebook people on, but this we are seeing you get it on. Please keep coming. Keep it coming. Keep it coming.
Yes. And is this a good time to talk about people who are the winners of our giveaway last week?
Please give them away.
Okay, all right. So first of all, everybody knows Debbie. You are the very first person to get something last week. And what you had is a mug.
Yes. Debbie is our winner. Yay!
Yes.
She had the
winner for being the first on the show last week, and winner because of the number of contributions she made last week. So thank you so much, Debbie. You have a mug coming to you.
Yes, we will get. Yes, Debbie, why are you like this now? See Debbie now, because we are calling her name now. She says it's not sweat, it's anointing. But let this anointing not turn to an annoying thing on the set, so that they will not say, we push not be a kind of the some of us used to clean face on set. I know it's not a very push something, but I was running. Saturday is a very busy day. You understand?
Okay.
So,
all right. And then the second person is Lulu Ironkwe.
Lulu Ironkwe.
Yes,
please,
Lulu. She asked a very important question, and yes, that was beautiful. So Lulu,
Lulu, if you're on set today, just send us a comment, leave a comment, and tell us how we can get your gift to you.
Yes.
Okay.
Or you can reach out to us on Instagram DM.
Okay, DM our Instagram.
Yes, exactly. We'll get back to you.
Chat us up on leave a comment
details,
here, and yes, we'll get your details.
And Lulu, you're getting a copy of Husband Material.
Yeah, she's getting a copy.
Yeah, she's getting a copy of the book. Yes, and then we have Atim Uno is also getting a copy of the book. She's one of our people from Facebook.
Atim, congratulations,
yes.
Congratulations.
And Grace there is getting a mug also for her contributions. In fact, as we're getting towards the end of last week, Grace was just spitting.
She was spitting lyrical.
In fact,
fire. All right.
And then, of course, Timora and Adenike. Yes, they're also getting mugs.
Baby, we are dangerously approaching the 10-minute mark.
Yes.
And we'll have to fire into the show.
Yes, let's go.
Carry go.
So yes, it's time to jump right in. And I think a good place to start is to pick up from the last comments of last week that we had. Yes.
Okay,
that we did not. That we said, interesting comment, but next week because of time.
Okay, so which of the comments?
We see you.
Oh, Tosin, hi.
Yes.
Which of the comments do you want me to start with?
Okay, let's start with those from Grace. Grace said something about potential and how people have. Yes, Grace said people have regretted this decision, this thing of falling in love with potential and then marrying potential, because according to Grace, some potentials are dead. Man, when she said that, it was like, oh my goodness.
Science is touching me.
Oh my goodness. Hi, Barbara. We see you.
Said the potentials are dead.
Dead. How do you identify a dead potential?
That's painful, man. That's gonna hurt some guys'
Grace
chances.
Says enough is enough. Grace, you have just landed and you've already started with enough is enough. Hey, Esther, hello, we see you. Oh my goodness. Timora says face towel. Towel. Okay.
You should leave it now. We call you towel.
We've left it.
Thank you. It's not all of us that went to Tush schools.
Okay, we've left it.
Okay,
Grace, we're back to you.
Yes. Dead potentials.
Right. My goodness. So how do we deal with this dead potentials, because this is serious. How do you identify dead potentials? Grace, please, if you have ideas on how to identify dead potentials, and other people on the call, please just feel free to just type your comments there. How do you identify dead potentials? Because I mean, potential means you're not seeing evidence, but then there's some other things you could see. Example, maybe you see the person is hardworking in school. That's a potential, right?
Yes.
He has good results. That's a potential.
He's God-fearing. Okay, let's not go there.
Okay.
Let's leave the God-fearing. Okay,
so the person who worked hard in school and has good grades, and you're thinking, okay, if they worked hard for good grades, then it should be that they'll be able to work hard for money, right? So it's like potential, but you can't really say, because you've not seen money in their account yet, right? So one person may say, yes, he has good results, but is that all? Another person may say, I want to see money. Another person may say, I want to see money in the bank. You know, and that means whether you have degree or you don't have degree, I am looking at bank balance. That's what some people are looking at as evidence. So I want to see what some of the thoughts are out there about dead potential, because really somebody would say, if the guy looks like he has promise, if he looks like he will, some people, just the way they package.
So the question would be, how did the potential die?
So there's potential, and then there's false potential. But yes, how did the potential die? Maybe the potential lost zeal.
Because sometimes it may not be that the potential was never there. The potential was there. Because I know that ladies have an anointing for seeing potentials.
Okay. I was wondering where you were going with that. Okay.
So it's not a case of the potential was not there. It was there, but it died.
Yes, maybe life happened to the potential. Are we going there yet? Maybe life happened to the potential.
Yes,
maybe
we don't have time. This thing is rushing.
Okay,
just
maybe life.
Let them tell us what happened to the potential, Babi.
Okay.
This thing is serious.
All right, so let's look at it from the experience. This is from last week also, and we couldn't really dwell on this. The experience here was many women got married and refused to maintain the zeal and power of the marriage to sustain their marriage. They have patience to stay put. When she decided to leave the marriage, then God showed up, and okay, this was a little bit confusing, but I think what was happening here, or the summary of this, was somebody got married, and somewhere in the marriage lost patience and left her man. And then after she left, in quotes, God showed up, or favor, everything happened, and things became good for the guy.
This is what I'm telling you.
And the woman wants to come back.
The woman saw potential. Life happened, and it seems like the potential fainted.
Okay.
So the potential fainted or collapsed. So when the potential fainted, something happened. According to the guy, he said that it is that God showed up, and now the potential has materialized.
Has woken up.
The potential has materialized, and then the woman now wants to come back.
I mean, that's just not nice.
It's not
nice.
Yeah.
It's not nice. And this is why, honestly, I keep going back to this, because it's life, it's reality. If we are all waiting for things to always be right for you to stay, then that means your loyalty comes into question. Your love self comes into question. Your pedigree as a person comes into question, because hey, what kind of partner are you if you cannot see your partner through difficult situations and circumstances? Of course, we're not expecting that the partner will be perpetually helpless
or perpetually having fainting potentials.
Yeah, but at least you should be able to sustain them through a trying period, and that means that you should have something that you can use to help them. So that's why, really, even if you're not a career person, or you're not a business, whatever it is, you just have to have something so that you're able to help your partner. And this goes both ways. Guys, that's
why KJ is saying that this sounds like an attack on just the guys. Are the ladies immune to having potentials? But really, but this is what you are addressing.
Yeah, I'm addressing
now.
Right
so
there.
Even though the ladies are supposed to have potential, but in the market where we did, the thing is usually the touchlight. Usually on the guys.
It's our culture.
It's our culture.
Yes. So here now. In fact, maybe I shouldn't go there yet. But yes, it's our culture in our Nigerian context. more it is the expectation, right, that the guys should at the minimum be able to take care of their families. Okay, that's our Nigerian context. It's and in fact that is why sometimes a guy who is doing well can actually marry a woman who is doing absolutely nothing, and nobody raises an eyebrow.
Yeah.
Nobody says why
there's a problem
or
anything.
hey, you're marrying somebody who doesn't have a job. No. It's perfectly okay if the guy is able to take care of things. Okay, where it becomes questionable in our culture is where the guy is not doing anything and it's the lady who has everything. You will start hearing all kinds of comments.
But you see, so that's the
know?
question. That's the question so we probably need to deal with this issue, right? How much money really is enough to keep love going? How much money is enough? Because we can't keep dancing around the issue. And in case you're there, you want to come on live and share your opinion, send us a message. We will send you a link and you'll be right live on the show with something that we're doing. It's something that we're doing. Jimoski is here again.
Welcome. We can see you.
Jimoski, welcome.
Jimoski says
some guys don't even know their potential. They don't know their potential. So sometimes it's women that see the potential. It's women that see the potential.
Honestly,
right?
Jimoski, the way he always takes this thing to one extreme like that, we're talking about is the potential dead or alive. He's telling you some guys don't
even know their potential.
So maybe the help that this particular kind of guys need is a woman who is able to see the potential, shine light on it and help them.
So Bobby, while we're talking about this, right? While we're talking about this, we need to look at the discussions we've been getting from people all week about this issue.
Yes.
So why don't you take it away, right? Okay. From your perspective, when we're looking at how much money is enough.
So okay,
we spoke about.
So how much money is enough, Ba? How much money that is enough it depends on the couple, and it depends on what people have discussed, and it depends on what you guys want, and it depends on what you guys agree. So we started from the point of communication, right? If I remember correctly, communication, where you guys actually sit down and talk about what exactly do we want, where do we want to start from, where do we want to go, right? Where's our life heading, as a couple? And then you sit down and discuss some of those details.
And this communication comes in. So when you talk about couple, it doesn't just mean that it's for married people. Married, single. Communication starts from single, starts from married. So the place where I want us to go headlong now, Babi, is the fact that we have gotten a lot of ladies telling us that there's no romance without finance. Now, if that is the case, that there's no romance without finance, then the question is, what is the level of finance that can keep your romance going as a lady? So I need the ladies on this call to tell us, what is the sufficient finance that you need to keep your romance? Because somebody threw us a curveball, threw us a curveball and said that the place, and I want you people to answer us whether it is true, that the place that all this conversation we are having is happening in all these our modern places like Lagos, where we did, like Lekki, where we did. He says in the East, that in the East, this conversation is not even happening. It's not even happening. Because in the East, it is a thing of pride for an Igbo man to pay the bills. In which case, he's not even asking about how much you have as a woman. Because it is his pride. He will hit his chest. I paid her bride price.
Yes, and not just I paid her bride price.
I'm taking
of her. Right? In some cases, I'm sending her younger siblings
to school. Hallelujah.
And so on and so forth. I'm giving her everything she needs.
So, but Bobby, What's that? That now raised the pertinent question.
I know.
Because the question that thing raised to me is that if the brother is paying the bills, that's why you find that Igbo women are very respectful in the East. Because if the brother is paying the bills, we cannot now be talking about gender equality.
Even though, let me pull your leg small, even though one of the proponents and ambassadors of that ideology is from the East. I'm not mentioning names. But, well, yes. So, you know how I look at this thing here? See, there's one rule that makes life very easy for me. Love your neighbor as yourself.
Baby, you are going that you are trying to jump away.
I'm not jumping.
I raised an
now.
issue. Baby, address the
Calm
issue
down.
on the table.
It's your issue that I'm trying to address.
Because I know you people that went to school. Because when we have raised the issue of finance now, and the guy say, I will pay the bills, but you cannot be telling me gender equality after I'm paying the bills.
Wait.
Okay.
See,
okay.
It's like this. What is our relationship like? If you are behaving like, in quote, my father in the relationship, for instance, you are taking care of me, you're supplying all my needs, you are providing every single thing the family needs, I don't lift a finger, I do absolutely nothing as far as provision is concerned, right? See, it will come naturally for me to afford you the respect that used to be my father's. Do you understand? Because you have assumed that father figure, that father position, fatherly position, because you're doing everything, you're supplying everything. So it's almost like this is what you have done, and as such, you have shown yourself as not just my sweetheart, my darling, my honey, my husband. It's like you're also wearing the cap of father, right? So in that kind of situation, I think it is very easy for women in that kind of scenario to absolutely adore, depend on, respect, submit, to do all of that, with their husband, because, man, that guy has taken on loads. And anyway, in that kind of situation, if she wants to disrespect him, where will she? And the guy gets angry and says, leave my house. Where is she going to? Do you understand? Where is she going to? Because she's not financially independent. She cannot talk anyhow because she is not financially independent. Anything he says is the law because she is not financially independent. So it's just what it is.
So that begs my question.
Which question?
Which is that if ladies are seeking men with financial independence, they should also not be looking for emotional independence in the relationship. It means that if the guy is providing the financial independence, he should also determine how the romance should be had. True or false? You push your talk, because that's what I think. Because as an Igbo man, if I pay the bride price, I'm sending your siblings to school. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do as a man. Then you cannot come and I can't tell you that. Wait, baby, I can't tell you that you should cook food and pound yam for me and you say I'm a career woman.
Wait.
No.
Wait now.
No.
Wait.
No, the thing is provoking.
Calm down. But the fact is, in those scenarios, I don't think anybody is raising head to say I'm a career woman. No.
Baby,
because remember the conditions.
No, baby, I want the career woman to tell me.
Okay.
I want the career woman to tell me.
Okay.
If the guy pays all the bills, meets the financial derivatives, if he meets all of those things, will you still come back and tell him that you want to do career? And he says, I need somebody to stay with my children. Because what it feels like is that the modern girls of these days, they want to have it both ways. They want to both have someone that covers the bills and also determine how the relationship should go. Mbano. No.
You're really defending.
I'm for the guys. Last week I was for the ladies. This week for the guys.
Calm down first.
Okay.
You see, me, I just look at it from the point of fairness. It's as simple as that. Why, if you are expecting the guy to do everything, and then after he has done everything, you now want to come and be pulling rank that you people are equal? Do you understand? I'm wondering about it. Is that fair? It's not fair. Because in the provision, in the bringing value to the relationship and to the marriage. The guy is doing all the heavy lifting. So where in that case will you be standing from to be saying that
I'm a career
you people
woman?
are, no, it's not even a career woman, that you people are equal, because I'm not even, I'm
Oh,
wondering,
is it the gender equality part?
I don't even know what
Any
you
name
choose to
we
call
call
it.
it.
Me, I'm just looking at it from what is happening in the relationship.
Okay.
Do you understand? Because if you are a career woman, then that should be an asset to your family.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
In which case your husband will feel the support that you bring as a result of the fact that you are a career woman. I mean,
All right.
yes, because you are adding something to the bucket or to the bowl or to whatever. When it's time to pay fees, he's not doing it all. When it's time to pay rent, he's not doing it all by himself. When it's time to do whatever financing is required, he's not doing it all. You are bringing something to the table. Do you understand? So it's in that kind of situation because you're bringing, he's bringing, you're working as a team. So you work, you decision as a go on, of course, still respecting the fact that in any relationship, in any organization, in any setup, there needs to be order. And as far as the family is concerned, the man is the head and so on. But it doesn't mean that in him being the head, he's not going to listen to anything his wife is saying and so on. You know, how he runs that boat depends on a lot of things. If he's the sole provider completely, he may choose to say, I am providing everything, so the decisions rest completely on me. Right? But if, unless he just decides, oh, I love you so much, my wife, I will still hear what you have to say for other reasons. Because really, sometimes, and I always say, what do you bring to the table? Sometimes what you're bringing is not money. Sometimes what you're bringing may be wisdom. What you're bringing is influence. What you're bringing is connections. What you're bringing is other leverages, right? And depending on that much value that you're bringing, this person can still look at you like a partner, you know. But if you are just on the part of taking, and you are behaving like you are just part of the property in the house, then it's a different discussion. So can we go back to where we were before you went off on this road?
No, I just needed the people to tell us. You know? I just needed people to tell us because I had a lot of guys. You know, guys were worried. Guys were worried about these perspectives and the things that they are just and somebody said it here. There's a lot of hold on, baby.
Okay.
Somebody said it here. He said there's a lot of responsibility on the guys. I think it was Timora. He says, from my perspective, people put too much expectation on others. That's where you were talking about being fair, about fairness, right? He says, and it goes like this: when I get married, my husband will do this, my husband will do that. Now, if you're looking for a husband that will do all of these things, are you also prepared for all the things that the husband will ask you to do? Do you understand? That's the principle of fairness.
You know that there's something I wrote in husband material. You know, I said once upon a time, okay, ladies were always looking for knights in shining armor. Okay, but then I said that these days the knights are hoping that the women they find will not always be damsels in distress. They are hoping that the damsels they find will be such that can hold a shield for them every
while
now
they are
and
holding
then.
the sword.
Every now and then, at least somebody's watching their back. Hey, Atim is here today. Hi, Atim.
Faith
Good
said
to see
something
you.
that I need them that this is probably why we had the polls, why we had the 50-50 on the polls. And Faith said something very significant. She says, I think there are ladies now who feel they should also be financially stable before they marry.
Definitely.
Good. So if they say no romance without finance, it means that both parties should be financially stable.
That's the best situation. And for many reasons, okay? So this thing is not just about the lady or just about the guy, okay? Because you people are one, no, and you become a family, and then eventually, if you choose to, you have children, you bring children into that relationship. You're a family. If you are broke, and then you now decide that you are going to go and ask somebody for money, see, number one, all the secrets in your house before you collect that money, there are some people that would just take advantage of the situation that you came to them to ask for money. And they start asking questions and probing. Yeah, why is your husband not able to? First of all, it's a shame that you have to go. So you people got married and you cannot put your get your act together or whatever, and you have to go and be asking people for money outside.
Right.
Try to start early to cut your coat according to your size. If it is that you're going to stay for a month without DSTV, do it. If it is that you're not going to go out to eat, do it. If it is that you're going to adjust the food that you're cooking in the house and cook without meat, do it. Adjust whatever needs to be adjustable. Please, not just possible. Don't go outside and be asking for money. It's good that both people should be financially stable for different reasons. Before the marriage, ladies, it's good that you are financially stable because it will help you to marry for love and not for money.
Marrying for love.
That's number one.
Not
when you
money.
are looking out for somebody that is going to take care of you and meet all your needs, chances are you will marry for money. And what you find when you enter inside.
But you know, some people, I wanted to say something. You pushing out vex, but let me just say it. One lady told me, "Ho-ha." You know, some of those ladies will come on the show and come and say it, ho-ha, but somebody will tell you I'm very shy and stuff. But one lady told me, ho-ha. She said, it is better to be crying
inside a rich man's
inside a Lamborghini than to be laughing on top of Okada. Than to be smiling on top of Okada. It's better to be crying inside Lamborghini.
Oh my goodness.
But my sister, I've seen Lamborghini with tears, Lamborghini with tears. It's not funny.
And the ones where you eventually run out of the Lamborghini to save your
life. Say, please, let me go better make they even waka, not even Okada.
Or die inside.
God forbid that thing. God
these are some of the harsh realities. So people need to think about that. Life is not all about money. And why do you need to put yourself in an abusive relationship just because you're not financially
what you're saying?
Yes.
Atim said it.
Thank you.
She's expressed it.
She says, why should he be the one to take care of your siblings? That shouldn't be his responsibility. Exactly. It should be optional, but I think the woman shouldn't let that happen all the time so she doesn't lose her respect.
That's why somebody already said, somebody asked, is money equal to respect?
Yes, it was Kingsley that asked that question.
It's a very valid question. Thank you, Atim. Thank you for that comment.
To respect. See, you need to be able to respect people not because of their bank balance. What is it that you respect about this man that you call your husband, or about this woman that you are going to marry? What is it that you respect about them? Because sometimes he will be broke. Doesn't mean that during that period he will lose your respect. Sometimes she will be broke. Does it mean that during that period she will lose your respect? What is it that makes you respect that person? You need to find it. You need to find, because it's not about money. Money can be important. And honestly, you need to find it, because people know with you, society, how someone
if you can hear us, can they still hear us? Can they still hear us?
We are waiting to find out.
All right. Hello. Can everybody hear us?
Yes, I think they can hear us now. Hello. Hi. If you can hear us, type 111. Let's know. It seems we had a glitch there.
Okay.
Man, there's so much to talk about today.
There's so much to talk about. I was just going to start reading what Tosin wrote. Tosin wrote something. Okay, so they can hear us now.
Thanks, Barbara.
Thank you, Barbara. Tosin wrote something, and I think it's a very valid statement. It says your love can't live without money. And there's no way you are going to do these things without spending. Whenever the operation of money in relationship and marriage is spoken of these days, a lot of attention is paid on women and how they need to chip in more regularly and spend money on men too. Okay. So
and that's because of how things are changing. The fact is, when we talked about the East, that's just a reflection of our culture.
Yes.
Culture in Nigeria, our uninfluenced culture. Okay, because it's not just in the East, all over, right? There was the expectation that men should absolutely care for their families. And back in the day, women were mostly just taking care of the children and the home front and stuff like that. Now, a lot of things have changed. Women have become educated. Women have become career people. Women have become business moguls like crazy. Of course, and you have the internet. The world is a global village. Our culture is becoming, is taking on a lot of influence.
Modifications.
Yes, because of what we see around the world. Okay, so these things affect how people view life now to a great extent. And because you have all these other notes to compare with, you have situations where, of course, women are expected to bring, women are expected to support, women are expected to help. Okay, so yes, the expectation is there. Okay, but I always look at it from the point of you, woman, look at yourself as an individual, married or single, with a husband or without. If you are a person of a certain age, you should be able to take care of yourself at the minimum, okay? And if you claim to love someone, you should try to be able to give the person some kind of cover if they have a need. If they're going through a rough part, this is your husband or your husband, right? If he's going through a difficult part, it would save your family so much trouble if you can help him during that period, okay? And then by the time you have children, you want to be able to protect and shield those children. If for any reason your husband isn't able to do so for a season or for a while, you want to be able to provide cover, protect your family, okay? So that's why it's important for women to have something. Even if the man says, you know what, I appreciate the fact that you are doing career, I appreciate the fact that you do business, but don't worry, I've got everything covered. Fantastic. But woman, you need to have your own money. You need to have your own money. It will help you so much, okay? Or even if you say it's not your own money, it's your husband's money, but he gives it to you and you can keep it somewhere where you have access to, or maybe you can even save it on behalf of the family, and when it's needed, you bring it, or something. It's so important, and you need to be able to care for those children. In the event of what we all do not hope for, or what we all pray should never happen, you want to know that you can take care of that family.
So, Babi, I want you to draw the parallel and bring it to singles, right, who are going into a relationship, right? This same thing. How are we looking at it, right? How are we looking at this case? Because really, a lot of single people have put finance in the forefront of the romance having any hope to happen. Finance is in the forefront. And while I agree that there should be that romance usually needs finance to work. In fact, one guy sent me a private message and said, sir, these days the ladies come with POS. Come with POS.
Oh my goodness.
As part of the package.
As in they just come to draw.
They come to draw. Draw from guys again. Okay, sorry.
You don't have to go that far.
No, niece, listen, babe. There are some drawers in relationship. Draw. They just draw from the guy. So these days, guys too have learned how to come. So since the ladies are coming to draw, they ensure that the well is empty when they are coming. There's nothing to draw. At this point, as we begin to enter the next stage of the display, please, we need to see to see your comments.
Relationships,
We need to see
really,
your comments
honestly.
coming in.
Yes,
Because relationships
and guys, feel free to share
yeah.
some of the things that you think about this whole relationship matter. Because if you're going money first, see, let me just analyze this thing a bit, right? Some people say, oh, those who married their high school sweethearts or their university boyfriend or something, those are the people that actually married full of in quotes, right? And this is why they say that. They say that because to a great extent, I know it's not always the case, but to a great extent, when these people are in school, they have not started earning money yet. As in, that was back in the day. Now, of course, there are different things young people can do to earn money while they're still in school. So I guess that may be changing a bit. But back then, it was like, if you know somebody in school, you meet them in school, you love them in school, when they have nothing, then you know you really love the person for the person and not for their money. Okay. Of course, back then there were instances where people loved someone because they were from a rich family and so on. But what's it really about? You should be able to really try to put the money aside and look at the person. Because
so Babi, sorry to stop you. So what you are saying, you are not saying the money is not important. We are saying the money is important from what I'm hearing you in my right ear. You are saying that the money is important, but try to put the money aside and then do what? Look at the person.
Look at the person. Because you know, some people,
the word coming.
Some
it
people
says the word is in my right ear, it's coming. Try to don't always superimpose finance over essence.
Yes, it's important. Don't superimpose finance over essence. And this is you just summarized what I was about to explain.
That means it came.
Yes, it came.
Hallelujah.
Which is that sometimes people take that money thing and just plaster it, smear it, superimpose it, over the person that they are assessing. And because of that, they don't see the person. They don't see even other values that the person has. All they really see is the money. They don't also see the flaws that the person has, the red flags they don't see. All they see is the money, especially somebody who may be coming from a poor background and you're looking at your husband as your get out of jail.
Free card. Those who are play Monopoly. Get out of jail. Get out of jail.
Do you understand? So you just look at the money. You just look at when he came out, he stepped out of a car when I first saw him. He has a car. He lives in so part of town. He works in this place. The other time I asked him for the other time I was in trouble and he just sent me so amount, and you're thinking like, wow, this guy is loaded, and you're just looking at that. Meanwhile, you have not seen that his friends are cantankerous. You have not seen that they treat other people like trash. You have not seen it. All you see is
the money.
They kept it. When you went to something, you think that, that means he's kind. You did not see any
kind.
There's a way that you leave a tip for somebody and it's disrespectful.
So is that the person can be kind, but also not a good person.
Yes. Because what's your read is how you read the kindness. You may be reading the kindness as you give money. What the person is trying to show that I have money. So I will pay you. People brought me 20,000 or 50,000. You drop the 50,000 and you just drop 5,000 on top or something and walk away.
No, but
so to make an impression.
I remember one meme like that. That the man was talking. They said the meme was how one person is slapping his. That uncle that was rude to you, that did not do you well. How you are trying to use money, you come and how they are spraying money on people. You just use the money and you're just slapping the people. Slap them, use the money, slap them. So people can use money and slap you, but they are not. It doesn't really mean they are kind. Yes, there's something great said there. He said I once heard of a man that almost died of raised BP, just because he couldn't meet up to the rent and he refused to ask his wife
Wow.
when he was rushed to the hospital and taken care of. These are things that
he
happen.
opened up and his wife made the payment instantly.
Wow.
So that's the end of what she said. Wow. But what does that tell you? Why couldn't he ask for the help? I mean, you're supposed to be able to see this thing is oneness, so this thing is teamwork, or this thing is friendship, this thing is love, this thing is we're in this together, we're helping each other out. You need my help. I help you. I need your help. You help me. We just keep helping in different ways.
Yes.
I need you to help me calm down when I've had a difficult day. I need you to help me deal with a loss we have had in our family. I need you to support me when I'm stressed out at work. We just need help with. I need you to help me when the children come and they're just all over the place. Mommy, why? I need you to step in. We just keep helping. So why can't this help just also happen? You know, when it comes to finances, why do we have to drag the issue so much? But you were talking about. Okay, you can go ahead.
I hear someone wants to come on backstage. I hear as a lady, anything I cannot ask my father for, or what he cannot provide, I won't ask my partner.
That before or after the marriage?
But she's saying her truth.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Really.
She's saying her truth. I think I like it.
Agree it, discuss it, and let your partner also know eventually this is why I won't ask you for certain things, and discuss it really. Why is it that you cannot ask? Let them be on the same page so that it doesn't cause conflict. Really, discussing, agreeing, aligning, all of those things are really important. We can't just impose what we feel on the person that we are going to get married to, or the person that we are married to. We need to discuss some of those things and align. But really, part of the beauty in marriage is the support that you get from your partner, and that support transcends, as in it's every aspect of life. You should be able to get that support. So let's not leave the financial part out. And support comes from the man to the woman, from the woman to the man. You support with all that you have, with every resource you have, with all you support. So when it comes to finances too, let that person be able to depend on you when the need arises. But let's not allow it to get to the point where one person feels taken advantage of, because then you start to breed contempt and some other feelings that we don't want. Hey, something is happening with the battery.
They say, what are you in the relationship for if you can't share the burden? You bring, I bring. How difficult can that be? If you have your own money, will you die? You know, Bobby, at this point, maybe we need to actually tell our guys, please share. Share to your friends, share to your neighbors, just share this thing all around, because we're about to close up this, we're about to round this up, but then we need to get the facts straight. And we have made a lot of points here. Oh, I can see the comments are rushing in.
Faith says, can you see that?
Yeah.
A guy I know got back with his girlfriend because he gave her money for her father's burial, but now they're about breaking up again because he could not pay her brother's school fees. And the guy is still saying they are in love, while I'm seeing how much he needs deliverance. So the guy is thinking he's in love, but every time he's broke, the girl kind of dumps him.
So don't worry. They be saying the camera. Don't worry. They will sort it out, and then they will be able to swap it. Maybe we can do the last leg of the show. We can just take a break.
8 minutes.
Yeah, we can just take an interlude, and we'll do the last leg of the show. Right? In the interlude, I want to play for you something that my wife did. and she did it, and guess what? It's just because I yabbed her today that she doesn't know how to speak pidgin English. And my wife decided to My wife decided to do something. Let me show you what she did. Just hold on a bit.
Is it playing? The Ogbonge show where people they talk true. Come here waiting guys there, yeah, no. Then say no finance, no romance. My brother and my sister, waiting you think.
All right. Are we back?
Focus. Okay, we're coming back.
Okay, we're coming back. We're coming back. We're coming back. We're coming
Are we
back.
sharp enough?
Are we sharp enough? Yeah, just a little more. Just a little more. Just a little more.
Yes.
Just no, not there yet. I can see it. I can see it with my right eyes.
Why is it always the right?
The right is the good one. Just
Okay,
a bit. Yeah.
We're fine.
You're there.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Did you guys hear my wife speaking pidgin English? Things shocked me. I just hear about simple. That's the thing. Women take these things too personal. They don't. When somebody even plain, they take these things too personal.
I'm a Nigerian. Why can't I do pidgin?
Please, if you heard what she was saying when she was doing the pidgin English, please give her thumbs up inside there. There's somebody that is coming online and he wants to give a position. My brother, are you up? Are you up? Soft. Is that Prince? Please put on your camera so that we can see. There's somebody backstage that wants to come up. He wants to give a perspective. But before he comes in, there's why are you people like this? What's wrong with is the right one now? So if I say the opposite of right is wrong. So if I say the right eye means it's the correct eye, but the opposite is the wrong eye. So somebody says phonetic pidgin.
Oh my goodness.
Baby, they're coming for you. They say the pidgin is phonetic. It's phonetic.
At least there's still pidgin somewhere there. I tried. Man. Thank you, Debbie.
So soft. Are you ready to come on? Want to bring. But you haven't put on your video yet. So let him put on his video so that we can.
So
we can hear him. He wants to bring a perspective in this last section of the show. Soft, come on, soft. Come on, bring your video on. Bring your video on.
And while we're waiting for him, I see Mayowa is also in the studio.
Mayowa is in the studio. Mayowa, you want to say something? You want to come up?
And says it's the right eye.
It's the right eye. So that right eye seen properly.
Yeah.
Yes. Mayowa, you want to come on? I'm bringing you on. Don't come and follow her because Mayowa is a guy. Don't come and talk the one that ladies will now use stone and stone us. Mayowa, your video is also not on. Are you on? All right, Babi, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. So yes, women, please be independent so that you can choose for love, okay, and not for love mainly. And then
soft is still not on.
Yeah, you can choose for love mainly, and then the whole money thing, it's an add-on. It's beautiful. Money is an enabler. A number of people have said that when you have money, it's beautiful. I mean, it's nice to be able to say, you know what, honey, let's not stress ourselves with food this weekend. Let's just order everything that we're going to eat, or let's go for lunch at so place, and you sit down and you get served, and you can look into each other's eyes as you're eating those delicious meals and so on. Yes. So, I mean, and then of course, when school fees comes, you don't want to be panicking. You want to just be able to say, oh, this is school fees, and then you just pay. And oh, this is money for uniform, and then you just pay.
Mayowa is here. Mayowa.
Yes.
Mayowa, you wanted to give us a perspective. Yeah. So Mayowa, can you hear him?
We can see a big smile, and we are waiting to hear you, Mayowa. Let's see.
My wife, we can't really hear it.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can hear you. We can hear you.
Are we good?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead. Go ahead. By the way, somebody says they love your earring.
Oh, thank you.
Is it one of the ones I bought? Go ahead. Go ahead, my.
It's the beauty for me.
It's
so
the
as I was saying,
it's a beauty. It's a beauty.
as I was,
Yes,
I was saying
looking
about
at
this
potential
money.
and financial. My goodness.
So about this money thing, right? I think it is very important because of two things. Now, peradventure, you're in a relationship where the lady doesn't really mind. Like, she's okay, she can take care of herself, she's good, she's supportive. Like, I'm supporting you, do what you need to do to get on your feet. I'm not going to put you on. Now, if you, let's say you are lucky enough to have a lady like that, that's not asking you to pay a younger sister, or younger brother's school fees. I think even as a guy, there's something in you that will just really feel bad that, oh, this lady, I love her so much, she's being nice, and I want to provide for her. So if the pressure is not coming from the woman, the pressure is coming from you yourself, like you are going to put yourself under pressure. So I think either way you want to spend it, money is really important for marriage. Get as much of it as you can, and I'm sure that you guys can figure it out.
Okay, so I think I hope I heard everything you said correctly, but I think what he's emphasizing is that there is the place where a guy, out of all the love that he has, feels the need, the compulsion, the, call it pressure or the drive to just care for and provide for the woman. And that is beautiful. Yes, and that is beautiful. So I think that that's a healthy pressure or a healthy desire that that guys have most of the time. And that kind of stimulates or pushes guys to try to provide for their families and for the women in their lives, their wives, their mothers, and so on. So that's a good thing. That's fantastic. Yes, and yes, culturally, the culture supports that. So yes, I think all is in favor of what you have said. And thank you for Lakemi. I see your comments.
Why people like
Lakemi
this?
joined us today.
Nobody has even said my hair. My hair is nice, or my beard is nice. Everybody just, you see, and after they will say it is women that have been marginalized. But you can see it here now. The way I just been talking is the beauty for me, is the nice hair, is the earrings. Me, I'm almost feeling as if I'm not even on the set. Do you understand? Am I on the set?
You are. Don't worry. You look nice. You have a head full of hair, which is commendable.
Is that?
Take it as a compliment.
Is that a compliment?
What's tomorrow
says as much of it as you can. Probably Elon Musk. I will say Bill Gates, but people don't they bill them. No, tomorrow we're not getting your thoughts. It's as if there's a conversation.
Say, but it's not. My wife is spitting fire.
Oh, okay.
We are sorry, sir. I like the V shape of your head.
It's the V for me.
Yes,
it's the V. It's the V. Thank you, Faith.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so it's 9:00. Hey guys, it's 1 hour.
It's 9:00 already.
Yes, it is. And we want to say thank you so much for everyone who joined us today. Yes, this conversation
are you closing? Soft
has been interesting. Soft will come on next week.
Soft. Can you come on? We didn't get to hear from Soft.
Yes.
I really wanted to.
Thanks, Debbie, the Bature.
The Bature. All these ones.
Yes. So honestly, we really appreciate every single one of you who joins us, because imagine we come here and there's nobody. It would be so boring, and we'd just be talking. Yes, so your fans are hearing you now. We'll just be talking. Yes, but it's so good to have you there. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Jimoski. Thank you, Faith. Thank you, Grace. Thank you for Lakemi. It's so good to see you there today. And thank you, Atim. You were there last week. You're here again. But so grateful. Yes.
People that are coming up, and we thank you for taking the time to spend the hour with us. But we're sure you got some enlightenment. But we want to recap and just recap on it because we touched on so many things.
Yes,
we talked about we talked about culture. We touched on culture. We talked on fairness, on how even though money is important, you shouldn't superimpose it on essence.
And try to get to know people. Try to get to know people. Don't allow money or the absence of it, so that at least you know how to relate with the people around you, so that you don't go and you are shouting certain things in certain places that makes you come across as insensitive or out of touch and so on. So just know your cultural context, okay? And of course, think of being independent, so that you can be dependable.
Oh,
you know,
she's dropping it.
Yes,
she's dropping it.
Like it's hot, baby.
We play. Think of being independent
so that you can be
dependable,
baby.
Man, that's how to take it home for the week. As in, you just take it home.
Yes,
man.
Yes, it's very important so that your partner can depend on you, your wife can depend on you, your husband can depend on you, your kids can depend on you, so that you don't fall apart when the other person is down, but you would be able to stand firm, lift them up, and you keep going, pushing strong. Nobody knows anything is happening there.
I don't want to add anything.
Because each of you is able to provide solid, sufficient cover. Tight.
Baby, you are dropping it.
All right.
Dropping it now.
As if the anointing that used to come upon you
has fallen on you.
Today.
I just shekere have anything to do with it.
Probably.
That was because in that shekere, shekere yesterday. If you missed it, go to TPH Media on YouTube and follow fantastic. It. Oh my goodness. Yes. Tosin has asked a question, Tosin has asked a question that may be the precedence for next week.
Okay. Should a lady dump her boyfriend or husband? Do they dump husband too?
Is the dump
because she makes more money than him? She makes 6 digits a month, whereas her boyfriend or man has a mediocre job. Why are you calling the job mediocre?
No,
because of the money. Wait. He does not bring anything to the table.
No. My goodness, this one. My head.
This is next week.
No, this one has. Guys, if you want to hear how this story will end, let's come next week.
It does not bring anything to the table, and this one has entered the side of marriage. But the person who is asking it is single.
No. See, boyfriend slash husband. Yes, because it is possible that this thing has happened to boyfriend and it has happened to husband.
6 digits.
6 digits.
This is serious. We need to talk about it.
We need to talk about it. Should there be an episode 3 of Love and Money? Because this one we have to. If we're doing it seriously in the marriage side, real life. So yes, please, our married friends and viewers, please tell us
if you have those difficult questions that you would like us to address here on love and money. Please drop it like it's hot in the comment section.
Tamara is not a serious person.
And what's the thing?
Because she says the guy didn't bring anything to the table. He said maybe the guy is the table.
No. You know this thing on this TikTok where they said they asked me what do you bring to the table, and then they say I am the table.
So maybe in this case, she's bringing 6 digits to the table,
and he's the
table that's collecting it. There are different ways to look at this thing, but really, there's something there, and we also have a bit to say about this kind of table.
We'll get to it next week.
Yeah, I think we'll get to it next week.
Our married people,
our producer is giving us hand and flagging, saying time up and paper and the blackboard.
Drop the question.
Please drop the question.
Even if it doesn't have to do with love and money, just drop it, and we'll take them next week. Thank you so much.
We have to go.
Remember,
we're 7 minutes over.
Common sense
is not so common. Please leave your comments. Share this. Leave a comment if there's something you want us to talk about. After we have stopped the live session, leave a comment. Leave a comment.
Bye.
And remember, common sense is not so common. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Put click the like. Put comment. Do pom on the notification on the bell. They are rushing me now. I'm trying to rush. Okay, and okay.
common sense is not so common. Bye.
What have I done to you?